Before we get to the top of the hour, had a very special interview we wanted to get on with our friends from Mount Olive Ministries. They've got a big community event coming up that they wanted to come in and talk about here. As we know, we got a lot of families in cars right now picking up kids from school and those type things. So we got Pastor Jenny Llewellyn is here with us. She's the children's pastor at Mount Olive Ministries. We're going to talk about an event coming up this Saturday called Egg Olympics. Am I right, Jenny?
That's right. And thanks for having me today. And hello, families and children's.
There's lots of them in cars
right
now.
Lots of them right now.
We're getting ready to get into the cars. Yeah. School will be out here in just a few minutes. But this is something I know you guys are very proud to come in and talk to us about. Give us all the details.
Well, it's April 8th, this Saturday. It's going to be at Prospect Elementary School. It's called Egg Olympics. And we're doing something a little bit different this year. Just thought it'd be fun to kind of switch things up. But we are having our big egg hunt, so we're still keeping that. We're going to have some bounce houses out there for the kids. This is for birth to 5th grade.
Okay.
Up to 5th grade. And then we are going to have, in the gym, we're going to have Olympic games. So they're not really, obviously, Olympic-sized games, but they are fun games that the kids can do, and so they'll get to like rotate and take a lap around the games and win prizes and stuff like that.
That really sounds like a good time. Again, we're talking about the Egg Olympics with Mount Olive Ministries coming up this Saturday, 10 to noon. Now, the cool thing about it, it's going to be at Prospect Elementary, so it can be rain or shine. So whoever knows what's going to happen around here for the weekend weather, we had everything in the world imaginable between Friday and Sunday. This past weekend weather-wise, so doesn't matter if it's raining or whatever. If it's a beautiful day, they'll be inside and outside, of course, but make sure you're there this Saturday, 10 to noon, right?
10 to noon.
Birth to 5th grade, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so good stuff going on there. But you will come out for this. Now, not only is this for the Mount Olive family, this is for anybody that wants to come to attend, right?
Correct, yes, for the whole community. Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter if you're part of the church family there or just another church or maybe looking for a church, they would love to have you out. Again, Pastor Llewellyn is here with us, children's pastor at Mount Olive Ministries, talking about what's going on there. Now, Pastor, I know there's other things that you guys are getting very excited about. I think Kids Fest is coming up, right?
Yes, Kid Fest is in Gatlinburg at the Gatlinburg Convention Center, and it's where we take our kids up for 3 days of worship and fun and just time to get away. Some parents go with us, and it's just a great time for the younger kids, because the teenagers have something they call Winterfest,
right? And
they get to go every year. So Kid Fest is more for the younger children, geared more towards the younger children, and all the services are geared towards the younger children. So it's just a lot of fun, and if you can get hooked up with a church and go, you need to.
Yeah, I think that Kid Fest is usually what, 1st through 5th grades is what usually it's targeted at.
Yes.
So that's really a good thing. And I can tell you what, my kids, when they think about being younger, that's one of the things they always remember is going to Winterfest and Kid Fest and all the youth camps and stuff for churches. That is something that they'll take with them the rest of their lives, the experiences that they'll have at camps and doing things like that. So we definitely encourage people to get involved as their kids are able to get involved in those type things. And then, of course, I know at Mount Olive Ministries, you guys are very active in the community, always got things coming around the corner. Tell us maybe what's coming up for Mother's Day and even after that, if you like.
Well, we always have a wonderful Mother's Day celebration. We have our kids. We do something special, each year. So we'll have a surprise for mothers on Mother's Day for that, as far as the kids department.
Sure.
But they always have a wonderful guest speaker, and they always give a little treat to the women of the church or whoever visits.
Right.
So it's always a nice time for Mother's Day. I know too that Mother's Day can be very difficult.
Yes, you're right.
To go to church for a lot of people, and we are very sensitive to that. But we want to love on people. If that is a hard day for somebody, what better place to be is when somebody can hug your neck and tell them we love you and we're here for you and we understand. So
there's no better family than a church family when you're needing a little bit more support on a day like Mother's Day. And of course, we're talking about that. I mean, that'll be here before you know it. It's hard to believe it's already April.
I know. It's flying by.
Crazy how time flies already through the first quarter of the year. Again, we've got Holy Week going on this week. We've got, of course, Easter Sunday this Sunday. and just really just a lot of things going on. Is there anything else leading up to Saturday with this Egg Olympics, and anything else that you maybe want to mention while you're here today?
Well, we always have our Wednesday night services, so we'll have a Wednesday night service before Egg Olympics, and if you want to come out for that, it starts at 7 o'clock in our kids department. And if you're dropping your kids off, you're more than welcome to do that. We also have adult classes that you can visit that are really great teachers and great people who study the Word and bring the Word. So that's available for adults and kids on Wednesday.
A lot of churches say, and I think you guys are this way too, I've heard Bridget talk about it before, when you go to church, you don't have children that's in the children's church that are, you're not babysitters. You're teaching them the Word.
And I get highly offended when somebody says, hey, do you have child care or babysitting service? No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No.
We have children's church.
We have children's church, that's right. But no, we don't just babysit. No,
Yeah.
no, we'll teach them and love them and feed them.
And I remember as a kid too, you go back and you remember those Bible verses that you would learn, you would sing those and things like that. I mean, that's really the foundation
Absolutely.
of becoming an adult and doing things that you remember as a child, those type things, singing those Sunday school classes, songs and different things like that, and the lessons that you've learned. I remember a lot of times too, when you're in Sunday school class, you learn things and you would go home and mom or somebody would say, what did you learn in Sunday school? And you would tell them, and then you would say, well, that's just what the pastor said. I mean, it wasn't, you couldn't quote the scripture, you're too young, but that's because the pastor said it. It's got to be true.
That's right. That's right. That's why I like to give take-home notes. So I always prepare whatever I've preached on that Sunday. I give them take-home notes. Now, this is what you tell your parents we talked about. Y'all talk about it in the car.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? And talking about it's good stuff. Again, Pastor Jenny Llewellyn is here with us, the children's pastor at Mount Olive Ministries. They got their Egg Olympics coming up. It is a rain or shine event, birth to 5th grade. It's going to be at Prospect Elementary. There's no cost and no registration or nothing. You just show up.
Just show up.
Have a good time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so again, if you're part of the Mount Olive family, you're welcome, and if not, you are welcome as well. We definitely want to invite everybody in that Prospect community to come out. You guys are, is that like your church, I think y'all support Prospect. What's the right word I'm looking for?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the school that you guys kind of partner with. So I know the Prospect community is very, very important to y'all.
Very, yes.
Yeah, I think Charvetta would probably say that as
yeah.
well.
She's the biggest cheerleader.
She's the biggest cheerleader Prospect, and of course, what goes on there at Mount Olive. If people want more information about what goes on at Mount Olive, whether it's the children or middle school, high school, or adults, what's the website to go to?
Mount Olive Church of God, MountOliveCog.org is but the best thing too, if they could download our app, that is the best way. It's Mount Olive app. You go to your Play Store and find it. That is the best way to keep up with what we're doing.
All right, so Mount Olive's got their own app.
We do.
Bridget's not in charge of the app, is she?
No, but it would probably be even better if she was.
We got to give Bridget a hard time, of course. I've seen, I was on your website today, just kind of getting ready for our interview, looking at the specifics of the Egg Olympics.
That's very professional of you.
Yeah, you try to be a little prepared. Unlike someone else that sits in this seat in the morning time.
I won't say nothing.
He just kind of wings it and does a good job at winging it. But anyway, I was looking through the website, kind of watching some video presentation. It's on the front page. And there's Bridget just singing away.
She is.
I mean, and Steve gives her such a hard time. I bet you she's pretty good in the choir.
She's amazing.
Is she amazing?
She's amazing. Yep,
well,
she sure is.
But it's one of those things. Would Pastor Sears say the same thing?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just
Definitely.
making sure.
We love our Bridget.
I know you do. And we love our Bridget here as well, even though Steve gives her a hard time. All right, one final time, Pastor, give us the information about this Saturday.
Egg Olympics, Saturday, April 8th at Prospect Elementary School from 10 to noon.
And everyone's invited.
Everyone is welcome.
No cost, no registration. Show up, have a good time. Remember, it is rain or shine. Don't worry about the weather. Going to come out and have a good time 10 to noon at Prospect Elementary. More information about Mount Olive Ministries, go to MountOliveCog.org or download the app.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Good to see you, Pastor.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Fox News is going to be coming up next. Stay with us. Mix 104.1.
Broadcasting from the Kiev